Hai, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan juga salam sejahtera. Selamat datang tuan-tuan dan puan ke Rehat dan Baca Digital yang kita bawakan khas sempena Pesta Buku Antarabangsa Kuala Lumpur 2022. Anda sedang bersama-sama dengan saya Hafiz Latif atau Bang Pis, dan kita akan bersiaran ni. Hari ini kita bersiaran sebenarnya di 3 lokasi secara terus yang berada di Rehat dan Baca, yang berada di Facebook Pesta Buku Antarabangsa Kuala Lumpur dan juga yang berada di Facebook KL Baca. Selamat datang ke Rehat dan Baca Digital sekali lagi. Baik, petang ini kita akan ada satu lagi slot untuk mengisi ruang Rehat dan Baca Digital, yang mana kita akan bersama-sama dengan Kid Haider, penulis The Sphere, dan juga saudari moderator Rovika and Sebius yang akan mengendali sesinya nanti. Cuma saya minta kerjasama tuan-tuan dan puan untuk kita bersama-sama ikuti perbincangan pada petang ini, dan sekiranya ada pertanyaan ataupun jika ada komen, pandangan dan sebagainya, sila ajukan di ruangan komen. Nanti kita akan sama-sama telusuri perbincangan ini bersama-sama. Baik, sekadar makluman juga kepada anda semua, kita akan menganjurkan Pesta Buku Antarabangsa Kuala Lumpur pada 3 hingga 12 Jun 2022. Tak lama saja lagi, berbaki beberapa hari saja lagi, seminggu ini. Jadi jika anda semua belum tahu, kita akan sama-sama adakan Pesta Buku Antarabangsa Kuala Lumpur pada 3 hingga 12 Jun bertempat di Pusat Dagangan Dunia Kuala Lumpur ataupun PWTC, nama lama yang kita kenal dahulu. Sekarang ni dia jadi WTC KL saja. Baik, okey. Jadi tanpa membuang masa, saya serahkan sesi kali ini kepada Puan Rovika and Sebius untuk mengendalikan sesi Rehat dan Baca Digital pada petang ini. Dengan segala hormatnya, dipersilakan. Jadi tanpa membuang masa.
Okey, terima kasih Hafiz. Assalamualaikum dan hai semua. Bertemu kita di dalam slot Rehat dan Baca Digital. Okey, untuk slot kali ini kita akan bersama dengan seorang penulis yang baru sahaja menghasilkan karya sulung beliau berjudul Sempena. Baru-baru ini beliau telah menterjemahkan buku tersebut ke dalam bahasa Inggeris dengan tajuk The Sphere. Beliau adalah Muhammad Haidér atau nama pena beliau Kid Haider. Assalamualaikum Kid, how are you?
Waalaikumsalam Rovika, I am doing fine, how are you?
I'm doing fine also. Okay. Are you ready for today's session?
Sorry, can you repeat?
For today's session?
Yes, I am ready. Yes, right. I am ready.
Okay. All right. Today we will be going to discuss about the sphere and the inspiration behind the story. Okay, Kid. First and foremost, what is the significance of the title, The Sphere?
The significance of the title. Okay, so the title of this novel is The Sphere. So basically it represents the shape of the earth. Okay, the shape of the earth, obviously. And if you look at the cover and the place that we are living in, this world, this life we are living is filled with good and evil. Okay, so it also represents the life we are living right now, which is filled with challenges. Okay, so the sphere also represents a few ideas that are causing our world to be a bad place. Okay, so my point is that it's not people or us, it's the world. Okay, so the world is challenging place to be in because we as humans are exposed to some of the most negative things that have ever existed. Yeah, so that is why I chose The Sphere as a title.
Okay, interesting.
Of the book.
Interesting. So what was the inspiration of the story?
The inspiration of the story, well, there are so many actually. Well, honestly, the inspiration is my own experience. Okay, my own experience, my teenage years, still fresh in my memory, my working experience. So I try to use that as an inspiration. Okay, so I also analyze the areas that we are lacking as a society and use that as an inspiration. In other words, my observation. Right, my observations and what I see, are lacking in a society. For example, one of the examples is that I wrote about the fantasy doll. The fantasy doll that some people create You know what, in the chapter, also called fantasy, I think it's chapter 5, every, you know, like for example, every time something wrong happens between a character, the character and her partner, so instead of taking action or think of a better way to handle the situation, she will go back into the world of you know, memories that is you know, so beautiful and dreamy, which will then bring her into the world of full of fantasy. So she kept telling herself that, oh, everything is going to be okay, and the beautiful moment between her and her partner will reappear. So she always motivates herself that way. You know, whatever happens, it will end up well. But then she got disappointed. So I think she should think of, you know, better way to handle the situation. So that's why, yeah. So that's the inspiration. I see that need to be changed. So that's why I come up with the story.
Okay, so well, apparently your story is set in early 2010s. Okay, why did you choose that as a time setting for your book? Did you conceive the story of at that time?
2010s, yes. Interesting time actually. Honestly, I conceived the book in 2005. In 2005, a long time ago, but I think almost 17 years ago, but long time. I mean, I conceived it. I had it in my mind, but I didn't start uh, doing the draft or anything. I started drafting it in 2010s. So that's why you'll find topics, you know, related to social media, discussion on the future of magazine, right? I mean, whether it was relevant or not at the time, H1N1, now remember the swine flu pandemic that sent the masses into a panic? We thought it was worse. Now we had COVID-19. And I'm glad that I wrote about early 2010s, because, you know, it's easy to feel like 2010 wasn't actually that long ago. You know, however, looking back on the year's major event, you know, still remember Jay Leno back then?
Yes.
Jay Leno, right? From Jay Leno and Conan O'Brien's Tonight Show drama to the release of Apple's first iPad. Still remember that, right? Okay, so, you know, now there have been 20 additional models since. So it's almost as if 2010 was a different lifetime altogether now. I mean, what was 12 years ago, you know? And social media had only recently done to become and you know, every part of people's lives. So what has happened? I think huge controversy, right? Uber had only recently launched, and Barack Obama presidency only had just begun. So I'm glad that I wrote about early 2010s, because I think it is an important transition like that, especially in the social media thing. Yeah. So as someone who teach history, I think it is important for me to write something related to that time.
Okay. You see that I've read some part of the book and I was intrigued by the topics. They talk about politics, male-dominated world, female empowerment, money, and music. What is the key theme of the book?
Well, the key theme of the book, interesting. The key theme of the book is actually fate. Okay, fate. Yeah, I know. Like, so actually, back then, I tried to craft an uplifting story of human courage. Yeah, resolve and triumph. A story of a 25-year-old woman named Marina, who is in a dilemma in choosing between. I think you read the book. I think, okay, never mind. I think I can tell it to the audience. Between love and a promising career in okay, I don't think I can reveal the name of the place. And at the same time, she was trying to search for herself and began to question her life and her passion. So you know, the character at the time, read her journal and said, that if she had uncertainties about the concept of fate prior to that moment, so looking back through her journal, that she realized how fate goes around in our lives. You know, she said, okay, she said, you know, the fate, our fates have been written. Desires and expectations will be expressed. Signs will be given, and the actions must be taken. So, in this novel, I try to tell people that fate has many facets that allow us to choose. So we have always been given a choice, right? Certain choices. Then every one of us is responsible for our own life. Yeah, in this mysterious reality that we live in. So yes, despite all the topics, and I know I wrote about politics, about gender, about money, music, etc. The main theme, the important theme, is actually faith, and how we can always take action and respond to something.
Okay. Well, you said you listen to music. Okay. Do you listen to music while writing the story?
Yes, I did. I listened to music when I was writing it.
I see. Well, yes. So, what music inspired or accompanied your book?
Well, I listen to classical or instrumental.
I see.
Yeah, because if I listen to songs, with words, I think I can easily get distracted. So I listen to a lot of instrumental of the songs that I love. As for classical, I listen to Chopin a lot. I love Chopin, and sometimes when I'm in the mood, I listen to Mozart. Yeah, I know. But if you ask me about inspiration, I would have to say Cheryl Cole.
Cheryl.
Cheryl Cole, Fight for This Love. I think it was released in 2009, and I think it was a hit here in 2010, I think. So it's the biggest inspiration, I think. So at the time, every time I heard she started singing, too much of anything can make you sick, right? Even the good can be a curse. So I thought, oh my God, I should write something about this. I should write something about this. So that's, yeah, music inspires me.
Okay. Okay. Next question is, if your book was to be made into a movie, right? Who are the celebrities that would star in it?
Wow. I wish I'm into that. Wow. Never thought of it, but well, I don't have anyone in my mind at the moment.
Mm-mm.
But well, but it is an interesting question. Except for the main character, Marina, I think I have this actress. I'm sorry, I forgot her. I can't remember her name. Sorry, I try to recall.
Okay.
Oh, Melrose. Oc- Octavia Melrose. Octavia Melrose. Yes,
Menrose.
Octavia Melrose. Yeah, yes. I watched her drama last year. Bila Bila Cupid Jatuh Cinta. Sorry if I got it wrong. I think that one. Cupid Jatuh Cinta.
I see. I see.
Bila Cupid Jatuh Cinta on TV3. So I watched the drama last year, episode actually. So I like her personality. I think she has a combination of educated woman, freedom, and also our Asian values. So I think she has that. So yes. So my book,
Octavia
the
Menrose.
little movie. Yeah, I want her to play Marina.
All right. Okay. Talking about challenges. Okay. What were the key challenges you faced when writing this book?
Challenges. Key challenges. Wow. Time and money. Okay. Yes, time and money. But I think, okay, so one of the key challenges is that I found it hard to stay focused because I was working on other projects at the time. Sometimes 9 to 5, sometimes 9 to 5, sometimes more than that. And so I had to juggle things up and dealt with that. And I think most writers would agree with me. We had to fight with our own thoughts and feeling. I mean, at the time, I had to fight with my own thoughts and feeling. I feel that oh, I'm not creative enough. Oh, I'm not being productive enough. I keep asking myself, oh, can people relate to it and all that? And of course, writer's block. Writer's block. Writer's block is
It's very common.
very common, and then most people think it can be a real problem if a writer don't do something about it. And I have this habit of editing while writing. Editing while writing. So I always tell myself that don't worry that your work will be terrible if you don't modify sentences immediately. I mean, save editing for when you're done with your work. So that way, I mean, I had become be more productive. Yeah.
Well, you see that most of the theme your story, the story that you wrote or commonly written by women actually, like the main character of your book is a woman and you are a man. How or what
Okay.
inspired you to write a story from women's point of view?
Okay, I got it a lot actually, especially because I have two lives. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. Okay, I think I grew up reading both men and women's magazine. So I think from there, I am able to understand both worlds, both gender, and I work with both men and women all my life. So yes, I mean, women's point of view is not something that's alien to me. I understand it very well. So that's why I think I can come up with something like Spera. So the sphere, Spera is the Malay version of it.
Okay, so this is mainly a love story. I'm sorry if this sounds too personal. Are you in any relationships?
Me, okay. At the moment, no. It's between no and it's complicated. So I don't know how to describe.
Okay, so how many times you ever been in love?
Okay. How many times? This is puppy love is not me, right? Okay. I think okay. Well, let's check. 2001, 2005, 2011, and 2018.
So 4 times, huh? And
Four times, yeah.
so you've been through like 4 heartbreaks in your lifetime. Well,
Yeah, 4 heartbreaks.
did any of your exes featured or inspired you in the story?
Ooh. Whether they appear or not. You want me to be honest, right?
Mm-hmm.
You want me to be honest? Okay, honestly, yes. But I didn't write about them. I mean, I didn't write oh, right. So this is the person. No, I just wrote some part that I admire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I also wrote some parts that I dislike. So in other words, some compliments and some complaints. Yeah.
Oh, well, okay.
This is a tough question.
Okay, let's have some trivia questions. I have
Okay,
7 questions, like 5 the most for you to answer.
trivia.
Okay, for question number 1, if you could cure a disease, what would it be?
HIV.
HIV, wow.
Maybe because, yeah, I know why, right? Because now we're dealing with COVID-19 and now monkeypox. I think, okay, because HIV has already devastated many individuals, many families and communities. I mean, I think starting in the 80s, and it has affected my life too. Some of my friends are struggling with it. So I see that many bad things have happened. So I think I was think that it had disrupted community life, our civil order, our sometimes economic growth. So I think HIV. If I had
I see. Okay. I think that your line is falling down, Kid. Okay, but it's okay. Okay, for next question, what do you like to do when you are not writing?
well, when I'm not writing, well, I work out a lot nowadays. I think I have to keep fit. I listen to podcasts. I listen to music, and I try to take some time to rest. I mean, much needed nowadays. Rest.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So next question is, what do you like to do when you what was your dream job when you were younger?
Oh, when I was younger, so many, so many. I'm still young, or so many. When I'm younger, okay. Find it. So many. I wanted to be a cabin crew. I wanted to be a clerk, an economist, and finally, at 16, I decided I wanted to be a writer. At 16, so yeah, since then I've been. I worked. I worked hard to achieve it. Reading lots of books. So I'm glad that I'm doing it now. So yeah.
Oh, so right now you are pursuing your dream job. Okay. So next question is, if you could pick one season out of 4 seasons of the world, what would it be?
Well, uh, I live in Malaysia all my life. Okay, why? I thought summer. So I know summer. I talked to some people who live in the United Kingdom, or United States, for example. And yeah, they also prefer summer. Summer means more time for fun outside. So yes, I think summer. I don't think I can live without the sun.
Yeah, we live in Malaysia and we have summers all year round, right?
Yes.
Okay, so okay. Lastly, share something your readers wouldn't know about you.
Readers wouldn't know. Okay, they won't believe it, but I rarely cook. I can cook, but I rarely cook. So sometimes when I decided to cook it, something would happen. But I'll try to fix that. What else? So I was born on the 4th of July, so I'm a Cancer.
Wow,
Cancer. Yeah, oh, you do?
I'm a Cancer too.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And I can enjoy rock music. I can enjoy rock music. Yeah, because there's some people when I listen to rock music, like, you listen to rock music. And yes, I do listen to rock music. So that's another thing, because I spent a lot of time when I was a teenager listening to Pink, the artist Pink,
Pink.
Alicia Moore.
Okay.
So I like her second album, Misunderstood. Yeah, and the third album too, Try This. So I think those are her best work. Yeah. So I think, yeah.
So wow, it seems that we have the same music preference. And I agree with you, Misunderstood was one of the best album by Pink, and also The Truth About Love. That's my personal
Oh, also the truth about love.
it's my personal choice. Okay. Okay, Kid. Okay, it's been pleasure meeting you, Kid. Since this is your first debut, I think you've done a very good job. And I hope you can keep on writing and finding inspiration for your upcoming stories. Okay, looking forward to hear more from you. But
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It's
okay,
been it's been a pleasure meeting you too, Vika. Thank you so much for having me today. You've been wonderful.
okay. Last but not least, do you have anything for the viewers and readers out there? Oh, so this is the cover for the sphere.
Yes.
All right.
So for the readers, thank you so much for the support, for the comment. I mean, I couldn't have done it without you. And I mean, early readers. I mean, I really need a group of people to comment on my books. So for those who are interested in getting a copy of the book, you can log on to kidhaider.com for more info. So yes, and then we'll send it to you.
Alright, alright, okay. Thank you so much, Kate. Dan terima kasih juga kepada para penonton yang bersama dengan kita pada petang ini. Dan jangan lupa datang beramai-ramai ke Pesta Buku Antarabangsa Kuala Lumpur bertempat di WTCKL pada 3 Jun sehingga 12 Jun 2022. Jumpa anda di sana. Assalamualaikum dan bye.
Bye.
Alright, terima kasih mewakili pihak penganjur dari Pesta Buku Antarabangsa Kuala Lumpur. Kita nak ucapkan terima kasih kepada Puan Rovika Ensevius dan juga Kid Haider atas kesudian mengisi salah satu slot dalam ruang rehat dan baca digital untuk Pesta Buku Antarabangsa Kuala Lumpur kali ini. Kita doakan supaya Kid Haider boleh terus menghasilkan karya dan terus maju dalam bidang penulisan insyaAllah. Juga kepada anda semua, seperti yang saya maklumkan tadi pada awal juga, dan juga Puan Rovika sudah pun maklumkan, boleh temui Kid nanti insyaAllah juga pada Pesta Buku, mungkin ada nanti.
InsyaAllah memang merancang.
Alright, okay. Puan Rovika juga mungkin akan turun sama ke Pesta Buku?
InsyaAllah.
Okay, mantap. Jadi boleh temui mereka berdua di Pesta Buku Antarabangsa Kuala Lumpur. Sekali lagi saya ulang, lokasinya adalah di Pusat Dagangan Dunia Kuala Lumpur ataupun World Trade Center Kuala Lumpur, WTC Kuala Lumpur, WTCKL. Tetapi lokasinya, saya ulang sekali lagi juga sebagai makluman bersama, lokasinya tetap yang sama seperti Pesta Buku sebelum ini, iaitu di PWTC yang kita tahu. Saya kena ulang banyak kali bukan sebab apa ni, Puan Rovika dan juga Tuan Kit. Sebab ramai yang kata poster tu betul ke WTC KL tu? Salah ke, typo ke, P tak ada? tak salah. Bukan typo tuan-tuan dan puan, itu memang betul. Jadi saya kena ulang supaya kita tahu lokasinya di mana. Di PWTC yang kita kenal itu. Baik, okey. Jadi sekali lagi terima kasih kepada Puan Rovika Ensevius dan juga Tuan Kid Haider atas kesudian bersama-sama dengan kami pada petang ini. Semoga kita dapat bertemu secara fizikal insyaAllah di PBAKL 2022 nanti. Jadi saya akhiri dahulu sesi ini. Sekian, wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan juga selamat petang. Bye-bye.